this is a rational process. So what's the relationship with hypnosis?
In what regards?
I mean, perhaps I'm just in a not, where I have a misperception of what hypnosis is, but my education suggests that hypnosis is a non-rational process.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in I guess you created a hybrid, but I want you to talk about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of the day, here's the thing. It doesn't matter someone's perception of hypnosis because it's all different. And you're right. Sometimes some things can be explained. Sometimes it's rational. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's metaphysical. And your perception of it is fine. And that's what brings your flavor into this, your understanding. But at the end of the day, all I care about, labels or not, explaining or not, is does it work?
Do you consider?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, do you consider the rational aspect the induction phase, or is it the hypnosis phase?
Good question. I consider when a client creates a problem, the induction phase, and me asking about that problem is the induction phase. But It's also the hypnosis phase, and it's also the therapeutic phase. It's also the breakthrough phase, because it's all the same thing. Always come back to the basic principles. Where does a client's problem exist? Inside of their awareness or outside of their awareness?
Inside of their awareness.
Okay, and that's their perception of it. What the real root cause is, we know, is outside of their perception or outside of somewhere that they can get to be able to fix it. Otherwise, people will be able to fix their own problems. So by asking a client to navigate that part of their minds where hypnosis exists, and we all know this at a very basic level, you're creating hypnosis as an indirect process of asking or finding information about the real problem. That's my perception of it. That's my version of hypnosis. This close your eyes things and all that stuff, it's not necessary. And I don't think that doesn't paint the best picture of what hypnosis is. Because think about it, when you create a problem, you go into trance. It gets created unconsciously. Who here would create on purpose a problem for themselves? No one. So it gets done unconsciously, it becomes unconsciously learned. So if that's the case, why don't we just go to the place where it was learnt and where it is, which is asking about it. So that's my induction, that's my version of hypnosis. So it's all pretty much the same thing.
So hypnosis is irrelevant for you, basically.
That's why we don't teach it. It happens naturally in its most indirect form. When it's man-made, like close your eyes and relax, that's hypnosis. I'm after therapeutic hypnosis, hypnosis with a purpose. Anyone can put each other into trance. Like I see a lot of people learning like rapid inductions and all that. For me, what for? What's the point? Because that's not the therapy. Unless you're doing hypnosis shows and stuff, that's awesome. That's great. But as far as something therapeutic, I concentrate on the therapy, not the hypnosis, because it's irrelevant. And as we found yesterday, there was a couple, and over the last couple of days, there was a couple of real logical chats that didn't require hypnosis. My biggest point is, don't be so much in a rush to go for all the fancy, shiny inductions and all that sort of stuff. Let's have a chat first and see if we actually need it. That's why when you're a good doctor, you go there and they say, what's the problem? They don't just look at you and go, okay, that's it. A good doctor anyway. Does that sort of help? That's just my thinking.
Yeah, super cool. Thanks.